Ladies and gentlemen, hello and welcome to the UGC Dota 2 League Season 3 Finals, RizeGaming versus Internal Envy's Disciples. I'm QuestText, filling in for Frozo, who unfortunately couldn't be here, and I am joined by Stefl. How's it going, my friend?
I am doing great today. We're up for a really amazing game. Eternal Envy's Disciples recently been able to beat out Complexity in a best of 3. So definitely quite good matchup we have to see here.
Yeah, it's very impressive indeed. So, what are we expecting? The axe has already come out, a couple of bans on the troll, the sniper. It's all the usual.
Yeah, I guess that will be like completely usual bans this time again. I'm quite surprised that Rize is even thinking that long about the bans. Maybe they expected the sniper being banned out by Eternal Envy's Disciples.
Yeah, it's sort of seeing that there's that many heroes at the moment that can cause a lot of damage, like the axe, the troll, sniper, and then to a degree the supports like the Venge and the Lion. It's basically choosing who you want to play against and who you want to die to out of the 4 that get banned, which 2 get through at this point. But
yes,
like you say, Rize is starting to take quite a while now for this early ban.
Yeah. Maybe they're also discussing like their strategy.
Yeah.
Possibly trying to get like an early ban out against the weakness of their strategy. At least that's what we can think if they take that long. I hope it's not internet problems.
Yeah, hopefully
or
not.
Server problems.
Do a quick look at the chat. Looks like it's okay.
Yeah.
So, if this were you, what do you like to do? Do you like to take a little while at the start of the game and let your reserve time run down, or do you like to blaze through the first couple of picks and bans and then save that time for counter picking?
Well, most of the time I prefer to have my I know my team and they have like weaknesses that they shouldn't have, and I'm just banning out those weaknesses.
Right.
Like we play a lot of 4 Protect 1, so Doom, for example, was a go-to hero to ban in the early phase, a long time, even when he was falling out of favor.
Okay.
So, yeah, Storm Spirit and Sniper banned out, so Snowball hero and
there he is.
And we got the Juggernaut, yeah.
Yeah, all pretty usual. Rize just costing around about a minute of their reserve time for the Storm Spirit, but hey, it's not fatal. They've still got plenty of time with the extra 30 seconds on top of that.
I wonder if Eternal Envy's Disciples will pick any direct counters to the Juggernaut. Like, the Bane comes to mind. I think Misery was the one that picked him up quite recently, often.
I'm guessing the idea behind that is just pure lockdown.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, let Juggernaut spin, he's getting disabled. We see Magnus, also a hero that can disable during the spin. With his ultimate, that is.
Interesting. I do not see the middle Magnus, the first pick Magnus, excuse me, that much.
Well, it seems like Eternal Envy's Disciples just will go for like a huge teamfight strategy. So I guess they will pick up more teamfight now. The question is what though? Like, there's so many heroes that really combo up with the Magnus.
Reserve time.
And it might actually be also an announcement for an anti-mage.
Yeah, that could work quite well on the Spirit Breaker.
Yeah.
Thoughts there?
Well, with that, they have a really tanky hero in their lineup. And, I mean, we're still missing picks to actually see if this will be a support or an offlane Spirit Breaker. Most of the time, I think he's currently played as support, though, as a 4 position.
Yeah.
Just run around, disable enemies, basically.
Yeah, I think that's one of his stronger positions, because all he really needs then is the urn and just a little bit more damage, and he'll be just fine jumping in on people, causing problems, and of course you have that constant vision when he is charging on you. That is such a big boost if you want to initiate onto a fight.
Yeah, and it also discourages Eternal Envy's Disciples to pick up Invis heroes.
Yeah.
I mean, the Earthshaker ban is actually quite targeted towards their Spirit Breaker pick, I think. Like, Earthshaker can actually prevent the Spirit Breaker charges quite easily, or even punish them hard by just locking the Spirit Breaker in wherever he charged to.
Yeah, it can be a real pain. And there's the token Broodmother ban.
Yeah. Oh, well, so we got quite some common heroes so far on the table. I mean, Magnus not so much being picked up that early, but still being picked up a lot by Ryze.
Only 10 seconds.
Yeah, it seems to be fairly frequent. And he's a good hero, it makes sense.
5 seconds remain.
And you usually pair it up with a melee carry, so RizeGaming could actually look to punish that too by picking an offlaner that punishes melee. I think, at least. Well, we're still waiting on the 4th ban by Eternal Endless Disciples right now.
Yeah, they've got time to work with, though. They're feeling pretty comfortable. And I think both teams have done a pretty decent job with the picks so far, just because it's not that obvious what their full strategy is going to be. Obviously, Eternal Envies have got the more teamfight-based one, which is a bit more of a giveaway, but even so, they've got a lot of options they can go into.
Yeah, I mean, even if you have two team fight heavy heroes, you can still go for other options besides that, like get a bit of split push going. I mean, I can't think of a hero that's like currently in a meta that's like really good at split pushing besides anti-mage. Like, in general, like split push is not that in favor currently.
Yeah, it's certainly not the most effective thing, particularly early on with the refresh on the glyphs and such. It's been nerfed pretty heavy.
Let's think about it. I mean, we saw a trend ban. Oh, there we go. The Phantom Lancer. He's not that split pushy anymore, though.
Yeah, I was gonna say, used to be. People used to love playing with him, but I don't know. What are your thoughts on the new rework?
Well, I actually think he's like way stronger now. Different strong though.
Yeah.
Like, he's way more capable of taking the fight to the enemies. And I mean, if you look at the Magnus, he's gonna do even more damage. And besides that, like, what are my thoughts on it? Like, he's in pubs, he's still played as a split pusher very, very often, and I think that's a waste of the hero now.
Yeah,
at least.
I would agree. I feel like that's a pretty solid assessment. We get the Skywrath. He's very good at doing harass, and he's going to be picking up a little bit of the slack, I imagine, from the Spirit Breaker, seeing his melee support, if he is in the support position, that is, not the greatest.
Yeah. Also, I think the Skywrath Mage pick a bit geared towards countering the Phantom Lancer, because the Phantom Lancer are just absolutely annoying, and he can doppelganger out of stuff now.
Yeah.
Or not guaranteed, at least, until he gets Manta style.
We get the Clockwork pickup. I'm liking Eternal Envy's lineup. They've got a lot of disruption potential with the Lion, the Magnus, and the Clockwork, and of course just so much damage from PL.
Yeah. Besides that, that's like out of the book of Cloud9 directly. If you look at the draft.
Yeah, it's a pretty solid lineup.
Yeah.
So Ryze went for the Phoenix. And Eternal Envy have basically gone ahead and done him a favour there, banning out the Troll, but you can look at it the same side with Ryze banning out the Earthshaker for Eternal Envy side, so...
Yeah. What I'm thinking of kind of now is like, get something really creative and pick up Keeper of the Light, make it the Spirit Breaker core, put the Phoenix mid, and like, just the egg, you know? Protect the egg. Whatever you do, it needs to be protected. God.
Yeah, that's not a bad idea, and it gives nice counter push as well against what isn't the strongest pushing lineup, but it's pretty heavy.
Yeah.
Particularly when you factor in the Empower on the Magnus.
So we see a Zeus ban out.
Hurry.
This... I don't know if I want to say it, but this could be Magnus Techies.
Reserve time.
Yeah, that could be. That could actually be. That would be disgusting, though. I wouldn't have expected it, even.
I wouldn't expect it. It is the grand finals, but also it's a best of 5. So if you want to do a crazy strategy, now is the time to do it and see if you can get that early advantage.
Also, we've seen before, like, losing to a techies is quite demoralizing.
Yeah. You're constantly on guard, and if it doesn't pay off towards the end, it can be horrible. And even if it does pay off, it can be a really long game that could drain both sides. So, bit of a double-edged sword if they do go for the techies pick, I imagine. Oh,
And it's Disruptor.
much safer.
Oh, how I love that pick. Disruptor probably like my strongest hero. So I'm really looking forward. Like I always like to see the Disruptor plays.
Yeah. It gives
And
them
I
a...
mean, he
Sorry, man, carry on.
synergizes so great with Magnus.
Yeah,
He synergizes so great.
a lot of
Even
CC,
with
a lot of lockdown,
Yeah.
and they've got the glimpse for the Spirit Breaker as well.
5 seconds.
I think it makes a lot of sense.
I'm thinking of like Phoenix can dive out of the static field, but he can be glimpsed back. So, what else there is? Yeah, he's pretty solid pickup even to counter their lineup. Yes, of course. You can prevent the Phoenix from using the egg by placing your ultimate. There's so many options to utilize the Disruptor here.
Yeah, I think it's a really solid pick to just bringing together their whole lineup.
So let's see.
10 seconds.
I only have 10 seconds left.
5
And
seconds.
I guess it won't be a call. Oh, it's a Ember Spirit. So that's their mid, I guess.
Yeah, he'll be going into the mid, trying to get an early battlefield, I imagine, and do a lot of damage to the PL illusions along with the crit that he'll be picking up later on.
Well, quite obvious. The Phantom Lancer going bottom. Safe lane, I mean. Magnus going mid, and well, I mean there's still a bit of open line, opening for RizeGaming how to lane this, but it's also quite decided already.
Yeah. Okay, so starting off on the side of Rise, and then you can go ahead and introduce the EED if you don't mind. We'll have a look at Standing Mastermind playing that Juggernaut. We're going to be having on the Spirit Breaker, Crush Dota. We've got Lur GG on the Phoenix. Grass is playing the Ember Spirit, and we're finishing off with Marenda, bringing up that Skywrath Mage.
And on the side of Eternal Enemy's Disciples, we got Tolara, the offlaner, on the Clockwork. And on mid, we see Teddy on his Magnus. And the tri-lane, the safe lane tri-lane, is Oxia, Silvus, and McGraw. On their respective heroes being the Disruptor, Lion, and the Phantom Lancer.
Yeah. It's looking like... I can't imagine this is going to be a dual lane on the side of Rise, seeing as both guys have got a large amount of regen. The Earthshaker sitting on 8 tangos. I'm not sure if Phoenix is just there to sort of grant some support in case they go for the aggression. What do you think?
I actually think, yeah, that's probably gonna be a dual lane. I mean, QuestTextGaming probably rotating sometimes, utilizing his hero to the maximum. What I'm more surprised about is like that the runes weren't challenged at all.
Yeah.
Like, Eternal Enemy's Disciples rather staying safe there.
A very interesting decision, particularly when you consider how strong their level 1 could be, with the amount of lockdown they can bring out pretty quick. There was definitely the potential for contesting at least the bottom rune, and that is a huge advantage going away to Rise already. It's about a 55+% win rate for people who pick up both bounty runes, so it means a lot.
I think in mid the Ember Spirit should do fine, like absolutely fine.
Yeah.
I like though how on the bottom lane the supports of Eternal Envy's disciples just go for the Phoenix. They completely ignore the Spirit Breaker when they can and just try to get the damage on the Phoenix. And that's really good.
I agree, considering how much health that Phoenix's abilities can drain anyway. Keeping them low is such a big problem. And they've got large amounts of damage with the Phantom Lance coming out onto Lure. They've got Thunderstrike as well, so if they're out of position for a second, they could be brought down pretty quick.
I mean, for now, Oxia out of mana, so he will have to regen up.
Yeah, he's got a couple of clarities on him. Also got one on the Lion, so if necessary, he can give that to Disruptor and grab the second level in the mana drain.
Oh, and the ward instantly spotted. That hurts.
Oh, that's very upsetting. Charge comes in onto here, but not too much going to happen here. McCraw giving chase to Lure, potentially a kill, but not enough mana for the Phantom Lance. And everyone's just going to walk away.
Yeah. I'm not sure that that trade of regeneration was worth it there.
Yeah, it wasn't quite great. They do cancel the clarity on Disruptor as well, which is a semi-big deal. They have been able to drain a lot of that, and it was his only clarity, so it comes down to Lion to try and save him. They get the stun onto Crush, and he charges. Just going to be a safety charge.
Yeah.
I mean,
the Disruptor had actually 2 clarities, and the second one got cancelled there at the bottom rune, so...
pretty upsetting. He's going back to base.
Yeah. I mean, he has no other choice except for maybe taking the Lion's clarity.
Yeah. That may have been the play. I'm not too sure. It doesn't cost him an awful lot to go back to base, considering that Rize's lineup down bottom hasn't got the most harass potential.
Yeah. And I mean, currently, like, they're taking off on their safe lane. The dual lane gets punished here.
Yeah.
Maybe it's a bit too weak.
It is. They've exchanged safety for strength, really. They can't make much kills up top just with the Skywrath, though they can keep Clockwork zoned out pretty well with the Arcane Bolt alone. It just comes down to making sure they don't give up First Blood, really.
And on top, there might actually be a kill. Yeah.
Oh, nasty. Gonna get brought down by that Blade Fury. Magic Wand and Healing Salve, not enough. Nice spot. So they are able to get a kill up top, proving me wrong.
Well, I guess with this, it evens out, but this Phoenix will die.
Oh, he's so low, but just on 10 HP getting out.
Yeah.
Action coming from all corners very suddenly. And what are we looking at? First Blood being picked up by the Juggernaut is a great start for Rize. They throw the stun onto Crush, he's just going to walk away, taking some damage and some right clicks for his trouble. But I was about to say, Juggernaut and PL were staying pretty even on the CS, but of course, net worth is going to be giving slight advantage to Juggernaut thanks to the First Blood. He's about 400 ahead now.
On mid, there was quite a big skirmish between the Ember Spirit and the Magnus right now. I mean, both came out of it basically unscathed, but still. Like,
oh, down bottom, Crush is in so much trouble. Right click once more and he'll fall. They do manage to get it, but you're going to have to go for that deny on Roshan potentially. Is he going to use it? He is. Roshan gets the deny, and here come the rest of the team chasing down Lure. There's the Spirit Lance, there's the kill.
I think he should have opted for denying himself too. Like, he had the possibility in my opinion.
Yeah. Both teams were pretty undecisive there, just because they were like, oh, okay, I'm low, but he's about to die, and then, oh, he's hexed, do I want to do it? And it ended up working well for EED.
No. The Juggernaut losing all his mana by running into the Cox 2 times.
He's just, he's so eager to follow up on that next kill.
Yeah. It was quite funny to see that happen sometimes. It seems though Magnus has to battle Crow.
Yeah. He's doing okay when you look at what he's going against. 28 to 26 in terms of the CS, and the Ember Spirit with his Flame God basically nullifies the harassability that Magnus can do from Shockwave a large percentage of the time, seeing as it does block magic damage. So he's holding his own pretty solidly.
I mean, I think the Ember Spirit got all the runes so far. And they were always going for top.
Oh, nice response by the Disruptor.
Yeah, like the Magnus getting in danger, and as soon as that happens, a support is there.
Hmm.
And they just seem to challenge the bottom rune now. Another engagement will happen.
Yeah, Lurk can take quite a bit of damage here. He uses the Fire Spirits, giving himself some more, but of course it does do damage over time, and the charge is coming out. Here comes the Hex. Earth Spike is available. They catch it onto one, but Crush is there to stop them from doing too much. He gets a bash onto Disruptor, but he has to run away just for safety.
Blur again on 10 HP. Barely
Wow.
escaping. Like, so close. And on mid. Will there be a kill? No. Haste rune saving here, Teddy.
Hasterin too strong.
Yeah. Yeah, so we see quite a lot happen on all the lanes. First blood on top, 2 kills on bottom. I mean, they traded it for Disruptor kill, if I remember correctly.
Disruptor got the deny.
Yeah, right. So it was even a deny. So currently, actually 2 for 1 in terms of kills.
Very good. But you also got to factor in the fact that First Blood did go the way of Rize, so maybe it evens out a little bit.
Yeah.
Magnus is pretty close to his blink. He's about 500 away from that now. And Shockwave, level 4, going to be cleaning up these creep waves pretty solidly. Down bottom, Crush Dota in a bit of a tough spot. But again, going to get out alive.
Yeah. I mean, Spirit Breaker quite capable to offlane just because he is actually really tanky. A lot of HP going his way. And combined it with the Stout Shield, and he's nearly unkillable.
Yeah. Bit of farming in the jungle from the Juggernaut, as we've got this Skywrath hanging around the side, smoked up. They're waiting for Teddy, but they've decided that they got impatient. They're going to try and charge him, but he was just so far back.
Radiant's middle tower is taking
I'm not sure if he was spotted out by this ward here from EED. It's quite aggressive, and against the Spirit Breaker, if it caught him out, it's a pretty decent play.
Yeah. I mean, I think that the Spirit Breaker even tried to charge from the tier 2. So I'm not sure if they should have seen him. Tulara, now level 6, might look for a kill soon. On the
Yeah,
other
he
hand,
is.
That really aggressive ward coming
Yeah.
out by the Skywrath.
So that suggests that they are coming for this tier 1, and maybe even a kill on the Clockwork if they can force him back into this area.
Yeah.
Though the aggressive plays aren't too real just yet. We are looking at down bottom, Crush Dota, charge not available, Spirit Lance on him, Thunderstrike on him, he's gonna drop down here, it's just a question of to who. No, he charges away, no! Gets glimpsed back and killed regardless. Tolera up top in a bit of a tough spot as well, silenced up, taking large amounts of magical damage, and it's being amplified by that silence. Caught in the cogs, gets burst down by the Skywrath.
Yeah, so on both ends happening kills. I mean, it was quite an aggressive position for the Clockwork to be in at this point. If you look at the positions of the heroes of the Dire, everyone was basically missing off the map.
Yeah.
Except for the Ember Spirit.
Dire's bottom tower is
Yeah, they have very low vision. Yeah. We are getting a charge onto PL down bottom, keeping sight of him in the illusions, but of course,
under fire.
I don't think the Ember's going to go in on this. They're just going to try and hold him back.
Oh wow,
And-
mid.
Bit damage. Oh, down middle, we've got a big fight. Grass manages to get that Flame God off and try and do some damage. He's remnant it around. They get a couple of kills here. It's a nice turnaround. Very well played. And was that the RP used? It was.
Yeah. Basically, Magnus going in using the RP and then failing to follow up with the Shockwave. And he lost the kill on the Ember there.
And McGraw in a lot of trouble. Gonna get burst down here. Skyf was there as well if he did try and get away. But Spirit Breaker picked up the kill.
So, EED not looking good in this situation.
No. And I guess the worst part of that engagement was the fact that it reveals Magnus got the Blink Dagger.
Yeah.
They don't have that element of surprise anymore.
Oh
Juggernaut
my.
gets hooked up. He does have a haste rune. No, Clockwork picked up the haste rune regardless, so they're going to be giving chase here. Blade Fury going, but they may be able to get a little bit of slows just from the battery assault. That is doing some damage. Here comes the blink from Teddy. They kill the healing ward. It's a very nice play. They're continuing to give chase. Skewer and Flare connects. Going to bring him down. We're getting TP responses in. Looking at Lure. They've got the damage slow, and they've got the attack damage onto Tolerera. He's on the run with a haste, but he is getting charged up. Meanwhile, Teddy blinking away. Grass giving chase to him, and PL caught in the Spirit Breaker charge. They've spotted it out, but he's continuing going Spirit Lance, and he gets skewered and brought down by the Spirit Lance. He couldn't cancel it out in time. Oh dear. And now Gratz may be brought down, but pretty tanky. A lot of mana as well.
Yeah. Like, that was quite a funny death for the Spirit Breaker there. Shockwave from one side and the Spirit Lance from the other.
It was horrible. Horrible position to be in.
Yeah.
They also pick up a nice easy kill onto the Skywrath.
Yeah, well, also the Juggernaut died. We can't forget that.
Yeah, that's pretty big.
So, actually, there should have been a third kill happening.
Charge coming out, but the glimpse comes out straight after. Beautifully timed. Mastermind going in. He's got that Blade Fury. He's trapped in the kinetic field. Just walks out thanks to the blade. Decided not to give chase. He must have known that the enemy were there. Blink Dagger and RP available again. And 3 guys on the side of Rise hanging around the Magnus.
Oh well.
Here he goes, nice RP, catches free from Skewer in. There's the Lance, the kinetic field doesn't quite latch, but it doesn't matter. Clockwork's there with a rocket flare to pick up 2, and Lion picks up the breaker. DD going the way of the Ember Spirit. But no, Teddy catches it out in time. Nice play, gonna try and bring him down, but they've got those remnants. He gets to safety, but it is an empty bottle.
Just what the play by the Magnus there on bottom, catching out 3, steering them into his team, and there was just death waiting for them at that point.
Absolutely. And once again, you come to this ward, he didn't have vision of them here, but he knew that they were walking in, and the leap of faith that he made there really paid off.
So, for now, Phoenix taking on in the safe lane farm position, as the Juggernaut focuses on jungling. I mean, yes, he died there on bottom, but I mean, they're trying to get like the most experience out of this map currently.
Yeah, and what do you think? Is that the best play to go for? Just try and get those better levels, the earlier items available, and then try and take another fight, or what? Something different?
Well, the problem is, like, the PL should always win against the Juggernaut. Like, he has his illusions to tank the Juggernaut ultimate. He should also be able to do more damage and ultimately rob the Juggernaut out of mana. Like, I don't really see the Juggernaut winning this in late game.
Yeah, I would agree with you there. This smoke gank up top may pick up Lure. They have a lot of disable. They've also been revealed. There's the rocket flare to try and get the vision. May have also alerted Lure, but he doesn't seem to. They get the hook onto him. They need this battery assault. There's the hex. This guy is dead. TP gets cancelled. Grass took some damage during that. Down in middle, but he's okay. We've still got the charge coming out onto Clockwork. This surprises me. Mastermind going in. They do see Silas, and there's the Omni Slash. They bring one down in return.
Well, yeah, I guess Rice currently happy to take off a trade like this. I mean, they're losing their course for this, but still, like, they're a bit behind by now, so...
Yeah.
I don't say why not.
Well, the nice thing is, yeah, like you say, they lose their course, but they are getting the pickups onto the Juggernaut picked up the Lion, and it was only Lion that got the kill onto Phoenix, so in terms of who's picking up the kills... It's more favourable to Rise.
The Juggernaut looking for the Roshan now, being spotted out by the flare.
And we do have McGraw going in, going to try and contest this. Straight for that. He's invis. Oh, he may go for the steal, but he's going to need to drop something.
But they should have seen him.
Yeah, I'm a little bit unsure about what happened there. Everybody is coming in, ready to go. They have vision now. The hook goes in onto Mastermind. Going to try and bring him down. Silence comes out, and here comes the Spirit Breaker. The egg is going. They bring down Silvers. They get a 2-man RP, but the egg is still there. Mastermind giving chase. They get the skewer onto the higher ground. Miranda very low. He falls. McGraw on a killing spree. Teddy on the run. Only a 1-for-1 at the moment, but Torello are going to try and TP out. Gets cancelled, and it is a double kill for Grass. Taking the advantage to Rise right now. Crush charges in, catches 2 of them. Goes for that ultimate. Does land it onto the Disruptor. He gets the Static Storm. Crush may fall in exchange. He does fall. A double kill going the way of the core on the side of EED. They're chasing down Mastermind. If he falls, this is a very good fight for EED. He is going to Blade Fury away for now. 3 for 2 going the way of Rise. And they only lost their supports. They're able to bring down the 2 supports and the offlaner on the side of EED. And they could finish Roche.
Yeah. I think EED quite happy for now. If they actually can stop the Roche again. But it doesn't seem they're able to. No.
Yeah, they don't have too much. The RP was used, and the vision there came out just at the right time to see that initiation come in.
No. I wasn't quite able to grasp what went wrong there, or what went right.
I think the answer was the Skywrath. As Clockwork was zipping in down here, he managed to get the silence onto him so that when he did hit Mastermind, he wasn't able to get the cogs out.
No, I completely missed that. But yeah, if that's the case, like that bought the freedom for the Juggernaut.
Talera gets knocked out of the cogs, and that may have got him to safety. Yeah, hooks away. It's a Spirit Breaker no moment. We're getting a big response coming in. RP available in 5 seconds. And they really want to chase Talera now. Pretty close. They do get the shackle. Cogs comes out, but this guy's going to die. He falls to damage over time from the Ember Spirit.
Well, we see like one of the changes that 6.843. Goddamn, I'm reading too many Reddit threads recently. Like, it was changed in the last patch that Clockwork can actually hook to creeps, to the neutral creeps. Previously, you couldn't save yourself like that. I mean, all it did is was buy time.
Yeah. It was a valiant effort.
Yeah.
But like you say, didn't quite make the difference.
No. I wonder if we'll see an engagement in mid now, because, I mean, the Magna stands ready.
Yeah, RP ready to go, level 2. It looks like a good opportunity for EED. Just looking at the fact that, as everyone lines up for this big fight, we currently have no towers losing, and there it goes, the first one being denied by the Spirit Breaker down bottom.
Yeah. I mean, do we have all ultis up? I think so.
Yeah, all the ultis on almost everybody, but Omnislash does not have enough mana, though of course he is sitting on the Aegis. And it looks like they're just going to use the free Fortify and pick up the last hit onto Mastermind. It goes for that Sanjin Yasha.
Probably the best decision not to take this fight. I mean,
Yeah.
With the Aegis, all that will happen is like, he comes back refreshed, would get like probably 2 kills out of his ultimate.
Yeah. With Juggernaut's current mana, it wouldn't surprise me if he actually wanted to die as well, because it would give a big boost to the second life.
In terms of farm, the PL a bit ahead at this point. I mean, one last hit only.
Oh, they're charging in on him. The glimpse comes out onto Crush. They do get the Mystic Flare. The hook comes onto McGraw. He's able to doppelganger away to safety. And the RP catches 2 of them. Shockwave, Skewer, and the Rocket Flare for a double kill onto Teddy. During all of that, Mastermind taking top.
Teddy playing out of his mind so far.
Oh, Grass is caught out under a Sentry Ward. Use everything on him. It's a triple kill for Teddy.
Wow. Wow.
Glimpse comes back. They aren't finished. They're going on to Crush. They've catched him in. They're sucking him off. They're bringing him down. At least he got some pleasure before he died. Mega kill going the way of McGraw.
Yeah, I mean, like, wow, Teddy really playing out of his mind. Like, so beautiful a piece so far. We got a 3-man RP on bottom, 2-man RP now, and I mean the Disruptor getting the glimpse onto the Spirit Breaker, just amazing.
Yeah.
Tower taking damage.
These are great fights that EED just took. And what did they lose for it? They lost a tier 1 mid at the start, and they lost a tier 1 top at the bottom.
Yeah.
That's nothing. The towers fell at the same time anyway, down the bottom and middle lane for the right side, so
Radiant's
they'll definitely take that exchange.
Yeah. Let's see. If we get any new items soon. I mean, the Battle Fury is nearing the finish.
And there's the Diffusal Blade.
Yeah.
Going to be pretty big, especially against someone like the Juggernaut, like you were saying earlier, and against Spirit Breaker as well, if they can get him to stop that charge.
Yeah. Disruptor currently not looking to get any items soon. The Lion as well. I mean, he only needs 600 gold for 800 gold for his Blink Dagger, but still, it will take some time for support to get this.
Yeah. So, we've seen the Hand of Midas coming out onto the Phoenix, a pretty late one. I've seen this run a few times on him now. What are your thoughts on this?
In this case, it's probably like a catch-up Midas, but normally you want just levels on Phoenix. Like,
Right.
you want him to outlevel the opponents, and that's basically the best item to get into that position. Especially looking at the fact that there's no Midas going the way of EED so far. And
Yeah.
I mean, I don't expect another one at this point in the game. Tolera having his Blade Mail already, that punishes the Scarab Mage.
Yeah,
It
that's
just
very good.
punishes him. And I mean, normally you're looking to actually be able. Oh, and a smoke.
Oh,
grenade.
this could be a big engagement. They do catch free, and it's a nice dodge by Graz. A little bit slow on that static storm.
Yeah.
And now, EED activating that Blade Mail. Mastermind is there. Omnislash also available, but they get the hook onto him. There's the finger. They bring him down. Lovely play.
Yeah. It seems like they're looking for more. The Ember Spirit uses Bolas.
Yeah, here they go. They get that Spirit Lance on Surrender. There's the Rocket Flare. Bring him down nice and easy for an Unstoppable onto McCraw. And with the Juggernaut down and out for 40 seconds, they can definitely go aggressive like this.
Yeah. They're just retreating. Grass maybe looking to make a bit of damage. Delaying it a little bit, but probably not able to do so.
Dire structures are fortified.
Yeah, he's just gonna get the hell out of there before it all goes wrong.
Dire's top tower has fallen.
Let's see. The Lion, only 100 gold left. He will have his blink soon.
That's gonna be so good for them. Just more initiation. It's gonna be ridiculous though, to be honest. With the job that Teddy's doing, I don't know why you want more initiation. He's doing a fine job. He'll just bring them to you.
Yeah. I mean, like, we already saw the impact of the Lion just fingering the
Yeah.
clockwork. Wait, that was wrong. It wasn't clockwork, it was the Juggernaut.
The
Right.
Juggernaut, yeah.
The Juggernaut. He was fighting clockwork. Oh god.
Charge
Just
comes
fingering
out
the
to
Juggernaut
McGraw.
and getting
They get the
killed.
silence. They bring him down.
Oh, I missed that one. Sorry.
It was pretty simple, but it was a fairly big kill considering it was a spree and it went the way of the Breaker, so could be worse. But he's 1600 now. He's got a Sanj. Is this the the halberd? On the Spirit Breaker. I'm just trying to figure out what he's going here with the Sanj.
It could be both. Like, I don't really think that the halberd is worth it this game.
Yeah.
Bottom tower under fire.
Like, there's too much possibility to actually miss the halberd, basically, onto an illusion.
Yeah, I'd agree.
Interesting. Disruptor.
They go in. He is in a lot of trouble. So much damage coming out from so many different people. And once again, Juggernaut picks up the kill.
Yeah, I actually thought that in a net worth graph, it wouldn't make too much of a difference between the Phantom Lancer and the Juggernaut, that the Phantom Lancer died, but I mean, he caught up a solid K in this point. So the net worth gap closing, and it actually looks quite even.
That's what's been surprising me. I've looked at it a couple of times, and the fact that it's 18-14, so it's not a massive difference, and Tower's there even as well. But even so, the amount of action we've seen as Lion just gets picked up by the Skywrath. The amount of action we've seen, I'd expect a much bigger difference.
The other way around, Lion picked up the Skywrath.
Oh, thanks for that.
And it was actually quite weird because the Lion was silenced while he fingered the Skywrath.
Right.
So basically what happened, or at least what I guess what happened, was like the Lion used his finger, and while the finger traveled, he got silenced. That's all I can think of.
It would have to be, yeah. It's just Dota knows best. Let's trust in that.
Yeah.
Because I don't know what happened.
I mean, I've seen such ridiculous finger of deaths lately. Like, I mean, at least triple the range they are supposed to be. They should be. Like, I don't get this skill. It sometimes behaves really weird. Like, I don't know.
They see Roshan. They have the RP available. Level 2, not quite level 3. You have the bash onto Juggernaut. Already one Remnant coming out. Here comes Teddy. He throws the RP, but it gets cancelled at the last second. Teddy gonna try and bring someone down here. Here goes the egg. Knocked onto the high ground. Knocked off the high ground. Mastermind doing some damage. There's the RP once again. It gets cancelled. Mystic Flare comes out. We get McCraw to safety. Talera alive. We get the buyback onto the Juggernaut. McCraw so damn low. He falls. They get a two-man stun onto Lur. Silvos on the retreat. It's a double kill going the way of Grass. It was a good fight for Rise, even with the buyback, and they're not finished. It's a triple kill, and it's a complete team wipe.
Wow. Now, I would be so mad if I would be Teddy right now.
Yeah, that was so upsetting. 2 times it got cancelled.
2 times it got cancelled, and, like, he was just getting knocked around. Like, we saw him in a Roche pit trying to get his first ult off, and then he just got knocked to the high ground, you know?
Yeah.
Back down for some reason. I even missed. I think he's cured down even.
That's the kind of fight where you might not. It might as well just not have your hands on the keyboard because there's nothing you can do.
Yeah.
It's a horrible position to be in, and they would have been some pretty decent RPs from his positioning.
Yeah, both would have been absolutely great. But he didn't get him off, so we look at a really good fight for Rise.
We got the second Battle Fury coming out onto the Ember Spirit now as well. So,
yeah,
probably focus onto damage now, maybe a Crystallis, try and build that into a Daedalus.
Yeah, something like that. I mean, I'm not too sure he's that great at countering the Phantom Lancer. I mean, yes, of course, you get a lot of illusions to bounce off, but a lot of the illusions will die from your first hit.
That's a very good point, yeah.
So
I've never considered that.
Maybe when the Phantom Lancer actually gets tankier, yes, but until then, not so sure. And the Copper got the Spirit Breaker on top.
I just looking at the fight recap, a finger came out and a blink off the Lion, so it worked out.
Well.
Phantom Lancer's nearly finished his heart. Phantom Lancer has finished his heart. That's pretty big.
Yeah.
We do get the Mystic Flare coming out onto him, just trying to slow. Not the Mystic Flare, the Concussive Shot, excuse me.
Juggernaut's going to farm on bottom. Are they looking to push now? It doesn't seem so.
Could be seeing the rotation up onto the Clockwork. He has a TP available, and of course he's got that hook shot if he wants to make a daring escape, but it looks like he can just walk away.
Yeah. I actually didn't notice. Juggernaut also picked up a Battle Fury.
Yeah. I guess crowd control against the PL?
Yeah, I guess it's a kind of crowd control coming out. I mean...
Oh, the skewer from Teddy not quite latching.
I mean, I don't really think that it matters that much. If you get, like, the PL down, you get him down, and it doesn't really matter if you have Battle Furies or not.
McCraw has been silenced up Mystic Flare, but he gets that doppelganger off in time thanks to the defusal. They get the dust popped as well. A lovely static storm. There is the RP as well onto two of them, bringing them down. They're giving chase to Crush. He goes for that ultimate. He does manage to get it off once. Mastermind's still alive, still has that Aegis, of course, taking a fair amount of damage. There's the Omni Slash, goes straight through the Blade Mail, doesn't even care, and they bring down the Spirit Breaker to the PL. And now we have Mastermind and Miranda on the retreat. Glimpse available in 1 second, and not enough mana for Battle Fury just yet, but he will have it now if he wants to use it, and he does! Saved by the regen.
Blade Fury, I mean.
Yeah, that was the...
Not Battle Fury.
That was so lucky, but he's got pretty decent mana regen.
Yeah.
And they're doing...
Well, but at this point, like, EED again in a better position. Like,
yeah.
Even though Rise had Aegis, they lost the fight. And I mean, it's still on the Juggernaut, even.
Yeah. The graphics go in up and down, just 5,000 to 1,000, and the experience shooting back up. EED are not out of this game at all.
No. This game is, like, amazingly close. I can't remember, like, seeing a game that was, like, that close in terms of, like, not losing a lead again. Because there was never a lead to speak of, in my opinion.
Yeah, I would agree with that.
I mean, yeah, we got a slight dip recently, but that's not really a solid lead, as we have seen right in that fight. It didn't matter that they had higher net worth and more experience.
Yeah, I think you've hit the nail on the head there. It's just anybody's game.
It seems like the Phoenix will look for a Shivas now. He got his Mystic Staff and only needs the recipe and the plate mail now.
Yeah, it's a really good item for him.
I actually didn't notice that this Magnus has a Shadow Blade.
Oh, is that?
That should be new. That should be.
I feel like that's a new pickup, yeah. Well, more initiation. We do have a lot of sentries out, though, on the side of Rise, particularly in their jungle area, so may not be the greatest pickup.
On the Phantom Lancer, seems like he will have his Battlefly soon.
He's done very well for farm.
I mean, now he also takes on a decent lead on the Juggernaut.
Yeah, Juggernaut picks up the BKB, so a little bit more survivability and can deal with the Kinetic Field Static Storm a little bit better, particularly if they catch him out in that before the Blade Fury becomes available.
I mean, what I think... this Disruptor will sooner or later get an Aghanim, so a BKB probably better to have before that actually happens. On the other hand, you might actually want to look to pick up the BKB once he has his Aghanim, so you can actually pop it and go into the ultimate. Or through it, better said.
Yeah, that's I agree with that. It's the question of how long it's going to take this Disruptor to get it, because he has not got a lot of gold right now, sitting bottom of the net worth. And he has been punished a little bit, but his KDA is pretty good.
He's playing like position 5 so hard. Like, he bought every single ward so far for their team.
And it was all to rush the Lion Blink Dagger, which certainly worked. It's also picking up a Yules by the looks of it.
Dire's bottom tower is being attacked. Dire have fortified their towers.
Well, the Refresher also not too far for the Magnus now.
Oh, Hook comes in, it latches onto Creeps, the RP gets cancelled at the last second, and there comes the Lion. Bit of miscommunication perhaps, everyone wants to back away, the Mystic Flare, pretty decent, they may bring down Silvos here, he does fall to the sky off Miranda, may drop to the Phantom Lancer, and here comes the Egg, Teddy Omnislash, he falls, McCraw gonna try and go to town on that Egg, but damage coming out from Mastermind, forcing him away, McCraw in a little bit of trouble, the BKB comes out from Mastermind as well, they really need this guy dead, and they do bring him down, a 3-for-1 at the moment. Talira TP into safety.
Yeah, it didn't hurt the Phantom Lancer too much though. He was able to buy out, so he will have his butterfly once he respawns. And I don't really think that Rize is able to push high ground in time.
It would surprise me if they were able to get there. Particularly against someone like the Disruptor who's got a fair amount of creep control, though it is only level 1 Thunderstrike, so it's not going to do that much damage to the creeps. They'll have Lion up, and yeah, they're just going to back away. They don't want to push their luck too much. It was a good fight, and they're happy with it. They've also got their courier scouting out Roshan. He'll be up in about a minute and a half.
Yeah. I actually think that Rice should have at least tried to force out the buyback by the Phantom Lancer. I mean, I'm not sure if they knew that he bought out.
Yeah, I guess they wouldn't be too much aware. Talera may die here. He's taking some damage. The Halberd's there as well. We're getting TPs in. McGraw looking for the turnaround. The Mystic Flare doesn't latch onto them, and Spirit Breaker may be in trouble. They're just beating the hell out of each other. McGraw's there to make sure that Talera wins.
Yeah. I mean, at this point, you don't really want to lose a hero, or
Yeah.
Like, you want to fight 5 versus 5. And let's see, do we have any major items coming up? Like, we talked about the refresher coming up soon for Teddy.
He's what, 1300 away now?
Yeah, that should be 1300, yeah. And the Lion, still working on his heals.
Teddy Invis, and the Sentry Wolves have died, so he's not going to be picked up unawares. They do have the DD onto grass. They instantly finger him and bring him down. Now they can fight. Mastermind taking some damage. Got that BKB going there. Looking to bring down Talera. RP cancelled out. Teddy gonna fall here. We get the buyback from grass. The Egg comes out as well. McGraw is here. He's going to town on that Egg, but Ember Spirit's going to try and disrupt him. Loads of damage. There's the stun. There's the laser. It's an ultra kill for the Juggernaut. Not very good for EED right now. Tola's on the retreat. Getting charged up. Spirit Breaker a long way away, and the TP is going to get him to safety. No! They get the shackle onto him. Oh, Talera, you are so dead, my friend. Juggernaut is not going to be getting the rampage, but you are going to die. It's just a question of to who, and Ember picks you up.
Yeah.
They're taking the tier 2.
I mean, again, like, I can see Teddy basically raging. Again, his OP getting cancelled, this time though by a lucky bash. Like, he's having the worst luck in this game.
It's awful. He's clearly done something to offend Orange Jesus, because...
Yeah, I mean, oh my god.
And the Cheese Roshan falling. It's not even a question. Look how much damage he's taken. There's no walls there to spot it out. And with 2 guys up, they can't do anything about this.
At this time, Mastermind doesn't even need luck.
No. He's got his...
He has his Abyssal. This time he can just, like, use it. And no RP. Abyssal is instant, RP is animation. That's how easy it is.
It's ridiculous.
Yeah.
And the gold and the experience starting to slip away. 15k leading experience, and half of that in terms of gold.
Yeah. On the other hand, like, we look at one fight and everything is gone again.
Yeah. It's true. I think the lead that Rize built up has only happened because of 1 or 2 decent fights going their way. EED, they still have a lot of lockdown. They still have a lot of damage potential.
Yeah.
And rubber banding, it's certainly a thing.
So, I mean, I'm not sure what exactly I would do in the situation of... Oh, it seems like that's a death.
Yeah, he is pretty dead. He's going for the TP away. Glimpse has been used, but there's Teddy. He is very angry after the last couple of fights.
Well, like I said, I'm not sure what EED can currently do to actually take the game take it in their favor again. Well, I guess it's just one team fight. Or maybe it's a Magnus RP.
Yeah, it's gotta be that. Teddy has... I don't know, do you think they just need to initiate straight away? Last time they initiated, they went with the Lion onto the Ember Spirit up here, and it worked well, but obviously didn't work out to their favour in the end. Do they need Teddy just to find that perfect opportunity and go for it?
Double damage.
I really think it is on the Magnus now.
Okay.
Like, they need to jump in, yeah. And I mean, they not only need to jump in, they also need the RP to actually land for once.
Yeah. And it's a sad thing to say, isn't it? Because it's really not his fault.
Yeah. Like, normally when you look at, like, the fact that Magnus doesn't land his RPs, he misses them.
Yeah.
But in this case, it's just like, he can't get him off. Like, you see the animation, it's not happening. And I mean, there was like 3 team fights now that this happened.
Yeah, it's been very upsetting. Even the one that almost... Oh, they do get the Hex onto Mastermind. The finger comes out onto him as well. Large amounts of damage coming from everywhere. But here comes the rest of the team to back him up and scare everybody away.
Yeah, and with the Phoenix Gem, the Shadow Blade quite useless at this point.
I would say so, yeah. It's pretty... I gotta say, I was surprised by the pickup of it. I was expecting to see maybe a quicker rush to the refresher or something. But then you have issues with mana, of course. Yules does come out onto the Ember Spirit. They also get their Hex. Silvos is in pretty far here. Gets the Hex up onto the Mastermind. And there's the RP, catches onto 2 of them. Grass was not in it. They get the Static Storm in the kinetic field though. Really nice play. Lure gonna fall, Grass gonna fall. They brought down the Juggernaut. They do have Aegis. Lure has gone into that egg, but it doesn't matter. He falls, and a triple kill for Grass. So much pain. He's looking for more. It's an Ultra. Almost a Rampage. Oh, it all went wrong so quickly.
Well, as we saw again, like, this time we had the RP, and the fight just went so much better. Sadly, the Aegis on the Ember Spirit at this point,
yeah,
he just comes back and kills everyone.
EED are very much in the position of if this went right and if this didn't happen, and their ifs that are a lot of the time just very upsetting, like the mini bash or the fact that they were able to pick up that Roshan on the Ember.
Yeah. Huh. So Magnus bought out, and this means no refresher.
Yeah.
For a long time again. I mean, he's been hovering like at those 1.3k for 10 minutes now, maybe?
Yeah, it seems like that.
And I mean, we won't see Aghanims from Disruptor anytime soon too, so... Huh. It's a rough spot to be in for EED.
Yeah, it's very upsetting. Also the fact that they don't seem to have any buybacks available just now. Only Juggernaut and Spirit Breaker sitting on them, so... One more good fight going the way of Rise. It's gonna be a Rax at least.
Huh. So... I mean, the Skywrath Mage now has his 4 staff.
That's something.
Took him quite some time to get it, but I mean, for a position 5, every item you get is like huge.
Oh yeah, it's just a breath of fresh air after being stuck in a box for 43 minutes in this game.
And I mean, I think we haven't seen him drop too much needlessly, that is. Like, in team fights, he was like gone instantly.
Yeah.
But other than that, like, he was fine most of the time.
He's landed some very good Mystic Flares as well, which have made a pretty big impact.
I think that's the second
No, that's actually MKB. Okay. MKB on the Ember Spirit coming out.
He has got so much damage on him right now.
Yeah. For a second I thought it would be a second Daedalus, but yeah, actually thinking of the fact that the Phantom Lancer has evasion already going his way, obviously that's the right choice to go with. And
Yeah.
I mean, Juggernaut not having it yet, but probably soon will also pick up an MKB.
And it's just another thing for the PL to worry about then.
Hmm. So let's see on other stuff. The Spirit Breaker has his halberd, like King Bar. So he doesn't care too much about the Disruptant line anymore. And
okay, Magnus has got his refresher now. I knew I saw a refresher appear on someone.
okay, nice. So I mean, this might still be a game changer. Like, there have been so many games before that a huge RP and the game is decided.
Yeah.
And I mean, a double RP is even worse to face if it actually goes off.
It's such a horrible thing because you're so powerless.
I mean, you have to watch yourself die for 7 seconds. 7.5 seconds. You can't do anything. And I mean, you also have to, on top.
Oh, initiation. There's the finger. Hook comes in as well. Lovely kill. Goes the way of the clockwork. Though they used a fair amount to bring him down.
Yeah, I mean, the finger at this point, the cooldown doesn't matter anymore. It's 40 seconds. You don't mind to spend it. The cooldown of hook shot not too big anyway, so I think they are looking for a push now. And Rice will only defend at high ground.
Yeah, they get the silence onto the disruptor. He drops. We get the buyback onto the Spirit Breaker. And here they go. We get the cogs coming out. We've also got the egg going on here. McGraw giving chase. He is running away as fast as he can. Clockwork is in a tough spot. Got that Ghost Scepter going. Mastermind giving chase to him. This guy is dead. He throws the hook out full to stun. Going for the Ukes here. Can he make it? That's the question. Getting charged up. It doesn't look good for him. He drops.
I was actually really surprised that they went in there, but getting the early pickoff on the Disruptor, like, he was out of position there. You can't, like, even if he was there, he can't be there alone. And Rice, seeing that, instantly capitalized on the situation and just punish it.
Yeah. And now coming straight for the tier 3.
Yeah. And EED has to look to fight 3 versus 5 at this point. Like, 10 seconds more and the Disrupt is back up, but they have no clockwork for another minute.
They're trying to delay the inevitable with the Spirit Lances, but it's not doing too much. The RP does catch, though, and they get the silence onto Teddy, so no skewer back. Shiva goes off. McGraw in a bit of a tough spot, once again running away from this Juggernaut. Grass has managed to bring down the Magnus, and we are looking at a pretty big fight here right now. They're jumping, they're using everything onto anything they think might be the Phantom Lancer. They just bring down the Disruptor with Blade Furies and crits. Grass not finished, gets a triple kill. This could be the game. Only the PL is alive, and no one else has buybacks. They're going straight for the throne.
Yeah.
McCraw throwing out Spirit Lancers. He's going in. He's manning up. So much damage from those crits. There's the silence. That's the game. Ultra kill going the way of Grass. And Rise take the first of this best of 5. What the hell went wrong, man?
Well, you know, I don't think that anything went wrong. It just went right for Rise.
Right.
Like, it's just like those amazing RP cancels all the time. Like, just that happened gave them such a huge advantage. They was able to snowball off of it. And I mean, if you look at the levels, Grass and Mastermind both level 25. Meantime, EED only the level 25 Phantom Lancer, and it was basically 2 carries against 1.
Yeah, it didn't work out for them, but hey, it's only the first game. We've still got potentially 4 games left, so stick around. We will be taking a quick break, and we will see you in a little bit.
towards the same.